Hi everyone! Today we are going to learn about Mosaic and we are going to create our own Mosaic artwork using Google Drawing. Mosaic are basically done using many pieces of tiny glass or fragments. They are arranged and then cement or grout is poured in between the pieces just to hold them in together. Because of that, Mosaic lasts very long. For example, these two Mosaic pieces, they are from the 9th century and the 19th century. More than 1,000 years ago for the one on the right side. There's this modern artist called Bach. I have no idea how to read his name. He is based in Chicago and he is known for filling up potholes on the road using beautiful mosaic work. And in these two pieces, he made use of the current theme, COVID-19, where he used toilet rolls and hand sanitizer as his subject matter. So mosaic is often used in areas that would usually suffer through wear and tear, for example the floor, the window, and the roof, or even the wall. Before I teach you how to create your own mosaic piece using Google Drawing, let's talk about one of the elements of art called space. Space refers to the area around the subject or object. There are two kinds of space, positive and negative. Positive space are the space that are occupied by the pieces or by the subject. For example, these glass pieces, these are called positive space. Negative space, on the other hand, refers to the empty areas around the pieces. So all these areas that are filled up by cement, these are all called negative space. Once you're familiar with those terms, let's start making our own mosaic using Google Drawing. First, you want to find an image with some simple background. Your subject matter could be anything, could be your favorite character, your favorite dish, flower, animals, or landscape, etc. Once you have found and downloaded your reference image, let's open up Google Drawing by going to Google Drive. On the home page of Google Drive, click on the New button and go down and look for Google Drawing. Once you open it up, you should have a blank area for you to put your image. Before you put your image in, I want you to create a shape that fills up the whole canvas. Choose a color for your background. This color would be the negative space around your mosaic pieces. So you want to choose your color consciously. When you're done choosing the color, you can put in your reference image that you have chosen. You may need to do some cropping or some enlarging just to make sure that the image fills up the whole working area. If you want to do cropping, just double click on the image. To create our mosaic pieces, you would want to use this polyline tool, which you can find under the line function. So just draw out your mosaic pieces by clicking on the working area and go back to click on the first point to close your shape. If you wish to go closer to look at the finer details, you can go to View, Zoom option to zoom into your picture. Then you can use two fingers to move around your picture. Also, another thing to remember is the undo and redo function. This is very useful if you make a mistake. So this is how you can create your mosaic pieces. For me, I like to work up close, so I would always zoom in to get the smaller details. I will study the picture for a bit to look at where the values are. We have discussed what values are before. Values are basically the lightness and the darkness of a certain color. So in the petals, we can see a few different tones. There's the shadow and then there's the highlight. So here I'm just drawing the pieces to fit the area of the shadow. I would then need to change the color for the pieces and also remove the outline. You can click on the plus sign to choose more colors just in case the color that you want is not available. Once you have chosen a color, the remaining pieces that you create right after the first one would be all the same color. One tip that I want you to know is that because we are going to use a lot of different colors, right? And it's hard to keep track which color you're using. So what I like to do, if I want the color that I used just now, that I don't have anymore, I'll click on that shape with that color. So the next shape that I create will follow the color that I click on just now. I really like this tip because it reduces so much time spent in picking the colors again and again. As for the background, it's really your choice whether you want to follow the details or if you want to just keep a plain background. For me, because my background is very busy and very complicated, so I decided to just use a plain green color as the background. Just make sure when you are drawing the mosaic pieces the edges do not clash with each other. After a while, you kind of want to check how your mosaic is coming along. So all you need to do is just click on the photo and right click, go to order and send it to the back. This will reveal your background color that you have chosen just now. So for mine, the background green is very similar to my mosaic green pieces. So I'm gonna change another color so that the negative space is a contrast color. So to bring up our photo from just now again, you just need to click on the background shape, right click on it and send to back. And that's it. That's how easy it is to make a mosaic using Google Drawing. Once you're done, I want you to save your file by going to File, Download and save it as a JPEG image, and then submit it into Schoology.